today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien coming to you live from TFNN. Tom's going to join us after the first break. We kick things off with markets in positive territory. We get initial jobless claims this morning. We'll jump over to that number real briefly. You're talking about 885,000 for the week ended December 12th. Week ended December 12th, 5 days ago. That exceeding the 808,000 that the market was looking for. Nonetheless, all eyes go directly to congressional relief for the economy. Whether it's stimulus, whether it's relief, whatever you call it, you get the House and the Senate hanging out there. Will we get it done? We'll see if we get some details. It looks like they continue to make progress. We'll see if we get anything done today, tomorrow, maybe over the weekend, is what they say. As House Senate action on bill might drag into the weekend, one of the headlines at least out there, as we try and figure out what the details are exactly and the chances that that thing gets done, and hopefully soon, as these numbers continue to kind of impact the economy. You look at where we are. There it is, 885,000, the record prior to COVID. You're talking about only 692,000, I believe, on a weekly basis for an initial jobless claims number. We've been above that number every single week since March, and it seems like we're actually ticking up now, nearing 900,000. Jumping over to the indices, S&P's up 13, NQ's up 48, the Dow up 131. I got to talk about Bitcoin, folks, up $2,300 at 23,000. Gold is up $40 right now at $18.99. Silver's up 57 cents. And we got earnings as well. You got Rite Aid up 30% today. We got FedEx after the bell with their earnings. Talk about some deliveries. Let's jump over to our man Kevin Hinks right after this program, folks. Every day, Fast Market by TD Ameritrade Network. Kevin Hinks, Alex Coffey, and the team breaking down the markets, breaking down option trades. Kevin Hinks, good morning.
Good morning, Tommy. How we doing? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, man. Making it through the week. Tomorrow, a big day, of course, with Tesla joining the S&P on Monday. We got rebalancing going on. We got quad witching tomorrow, but we're still in some earnings, Kevin, and we got a lot going on in this market. Jobless claims, stimulus. Where do we start off? What are you looking at this morning?
Well, the fact that this market was higher this morning and now is, frankly, hanging on by a thread, frankly. Another week of creeping higher jobless claims. It kind of shows the overall theme of economic data this week with retail sales coming in poor, a little uptick in jobless claims. Now it sounds like you mentioned, that stimulus talks are going to drag on into the weekend. This is, it's amazing to me that this market is finding positive vibes with Congress and the legislature and how they're dragging their feet on this and literally going to this week was brinksmanship 2.0. I don't know what you name it if it goes into the weekend with trying to get a stimulus package done. But what should be easy is turning out to not be so easy, Tommy.
I was just going to say, are we going to be doing Christmas Eve stimulus, Kevin? Is that going to be the talks? I mean, I joke, but I agree. The patience that this market is showing as we literally make all-time highs and get negative economic news. And you could say there's progress, but it's kind of like a repeating set of headlines, right, that we see out there. Progress. We all know the sticking points. Maybe they're making progress. But what do we got to wait through the weekend for if there's so much progress being made? I'm just going through my own head.
Exactly. So it's very odd to me. And, I think this market is going to worry about January 5th and the elections in Georgia. I think that'll cause this market to be a little nervous over the holidays. But, this is the last high-volume trading week of the year. That doesn't mean markets can't move between expiration and the end of the year, but there'll be considerably less volume and less eyeballs on the market. But this is a big expiration that should bring in big volumes. And I think that's why you're getting a positive tone, because normally, 7 out of 10 expirations like this tend to drift towards the positive, even in either in smaller or bigger numbers, but it's not guaranteed. And so far, the market is being, like I said, very resilient based on the soft economic data we're getting.
I agree, man. I wake up every morning. I say, futures are up 20 points. We say, initial jobless claims are 900,000. Markets just ticks. The S&P's probably moved 1 point, folks, on that initial weekly jobless claims number when it first came out. Earnings season, Kevin. We have some companies moving today on their earnings already this morning. Rite Aid's up 30%, as I mentioned. Strong numbers. General Mills had some decent numbers as well. And then we get FedEx after the bell tonight. I'll be watching that. That's always an interesting one, especially with what's going on right now. What are you guys talking about on the program today?
Yeah, in the first segment of the show, we're going to talk about Microsoft and look at their company. Then we're going to go into, Folio is going to do a presentation on FedEx, and we'll trade FedEx in the second segment of the show. And then Darden Restaurants, another name coming out with the earnings that we'll cover. So if you don't know Darden Restaurants, that's Olive Garden, Capitol Grill, Seasons 52, Yard House. It's a big, huge restaurant chain, as you know.
Kevin, I'll tell you a quick story about Seasons 52, folks. If you don't know that, we're lucky in Florida. I know we have a couple. They had a big one in Orlando originally, and it's kind of like a great fine dining restaurant. They got good wine, and then they're super healthy in all their meals. And I said to myself, this was going back 10 years ago, Kevin, before kind of the health craze has really caught on. So that's a brilliant idea, man. Maybe I can get a franchise of that business. It's so brilliant. I said, Darden owns it. Of course they do, man. They're going to push him up. And then there was one in Tampa immediately, and there's one. So I'll look forward to that. Hey, real quick before we go, because we're not going to get to talk to you tomorrow, and we're not going to get to talk to you on Monday. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. But what are you looking at right now with Tesla going into the S&P 500 on Monday? Is there anything you look at on something like that? We've never seen anything like it before. But tomorrow with options expiring, rebalancing, you have some NASDAQ 100 stocks, right, that are kind of getting shuffled as well. What do you look at for something like that? I mean, it's an exceptional day we're going to be looking at.
Remember, Tommy, there's big prints going to go up. Funds and index, anything that's related to the index has to add Tesla and move out the names that are coming out of the index. So watch for volatility on closing prints, because that's where it'll get priced at, right? So be very cognizant of a closing print in Tesla that'll be, there'll be net stock to buy in Tesla. There'll be net stock to buy in Peloton going into the NASDAQ. So watch for extreme volatility near the belt. Now, sometimes I've traded a lot of these. Sometimes you get big moves. Sometimes you don't. I mean, corresponding volume sometimes comes in, but watch for outsized moves in some of these companies, Tommy.
I can't wait to see what happens, man, because like you're saying, nobody knows until it comes whether we're going to get the move or not. Tesla holding up so well this week coming into that day, and I can't wait to see what happens to that stock in particular, let alone the S&Ps, the other stocks. You're trading at 637 right now, folks, in Tesla. We were just trading at 400 on November 16th. Crazy action. Well, Kevin, we look forward to the show, man. We look forward to the conversation on Fast Market coming up next. Have a great weekend, man, a safe weekend. And, boy, can't wait to talk to you next week when we get to see what happens with all this action.
Thanks for having me on, Tommy.
Thanks, Kevin. Take care, man. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 129, NASDAQ up 59, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $38.60, trading at $18.97 an ounce. You got silver up at $1.14, $26.20 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 55 cents. $48.37 a barrel. Notes and bonds. Now, this one, Tom, is like just so deviant, it's unbelievable. So picture, folks. In the note and bond market, it has kept rejecting lower price. Bottom line, we did it again yesterday. When the statement come out, they go south, they go north. As soon as the press conference starts and Powell's saying, hey, man, we're going to just keep buying these bonds and we're going to give you a big heads up when we stop. 10-year up 6 ticks, 138.02. The 30-year up 19 at 173.16. And King Dollar. It's making the run, folks. King Dollar's down 640 ticks. You're at 89.80. The next stop is 88, so we'll see how that shakes out. But what we did have is that the euro stopped breaking out yesterday. It broke out. It's a 122. The yen is breaking down. That's at 102.93, and the euro and the British pound is breaking out. That's at 135. So big action, man. So I heard you talking with Kevin Hinks. Bottom line is that we coming into the last full week. We got Tesla tomorrow.
I was just saying, it's pretty cool, right? It's like next time we talk to Kevin, man, it's a brave new world on Tuesday. We got the rebalancing, the Tesla ad, the weekend with possible stimulus. You don't normally say on December 17th on a Thursday that Kevin will talk to you in 4 days. And boy, we're going to find out a lot between December 17th and what is that, the 21st maybe?
Yes.
Yes. 22nd is going to be, right. But, you know, I mean, it's just, but that's what we're in. There's a lot going on right now coming into the end of the year, to say the least, man.
No doubt. And, you know, I heard those numbers on your show this morning. And, you know, this market has shooken it off. There's no doubt. What was intriguing, listening to Larry's show on the way in, and I got stuck in traffic, and thank you for helping me out, Tom.
Of course, man. Got to drive safe, totally.
And so I was listening to Larry's show, and that the 21st is interesting, folks, because what they're talking about is that we had Jupiter and Saturn. I believe it's Jupiter and Saturn. That's what he's talking about. And one's a pull higher and one's a pull lower. they're going to be at 0. They're going to be right next to each other on the 21st. Okay. So and what happens there, folks, is this, is that when you have alignments that actually do take place, normally you get some action. That's the real bottom line. And those two, one is a negative pull and the other is a positive pull. So, that on top of that is going to be kind of interesting too, So
here's where I think about when it's, astrology, full moon, stuff like that, yes. Is that it weighs on gravity. Yes. Which is definitely true. When you have planets closer to others, it's going to weigh on, the gravity. It's going to weigh on water. About 60% of our body's water. I just looked it up because I knew 60%. And then it's pretty cool to add to it, folks, when you get into it. The brain and the heart, 73% water. The lungs are 83% water. The skin's about 64%, and muscles and kidney are 79%. The reason why you get about 60 is because your bones, even those bones, 31% water.
That's pretty cool, man. Wow. Yeah.
Drink your water, folks. It's the healthiest thing you can have in life.
No,
Drink
I know,
your water.
man. Amazing.
Seriously, lay off the soda, the sugary tea. Listen, I got coffee. I got a little sugary creamer in there in the morning. Everything in moderation, but drink some water. That's about all I drink, man. I drink water and coffee with creamer. But that's because coffee in the morning and a little water, man.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at, so Lennar came out with numbers last night, folks. Yeah.
They mentioned that in the den. I pulled it up again, and kaboom, right out of the gate, even on the open.
Yeah, they're digging it. It's up 9%, up $7. So let's see what they did. It blew my mind, actually, how many houses they actually build per year. Like, it's an outrageous number. So purchase contracts for 3 months through November rose 16% from a year earlier. There you go. In 3 months, 15,214 houses. Can you imagine that? Oh my God!
And look at the analysts were looking for 14,000. They said we'll up you by almost 1,000, man.
It's a big number, man.
Yeah.
And the contracts are the big deal, folks. Because going forward,
could you slide down just as the key insights? I'm just curious what they add on to there, because 10%, it's a big one, man. Yeah.
It's a very large one. Low interest rates, no doubt, does it, okay? Their average house is $400,000, which is a great average price.
Sure, perfect spot.
Yeah. It's a big number. So,
then how about Rite Aid is up 30%. It's paired it a little bit. Now we're up 20% now. That was a quick 10%, just shaved off it. But strong numbers from that company too, man. I had it up here in terms of, it was beats across the board. We saw some of this. Let me pull up the numbers for Rite Aid. So they made 40 cents. The market thought they were going to lose 5. That was the big one there. Revenue above estimates, growth in retail pharmacy and pharmacy services segment. Man, to be in the pharmacy business, just
Yeah. And it's amazing that Rite Aid folks have stayed alive over the years. I mean, this is like the ever-any buddy that just doesn't stop. I mean, look at this chart. Yeah. I have to bring this back. What is that? In 1998. Yeah, you were $1,000. You get down to like 35, and it's never gotten any pop since then. Well, you get up to, I guess you get up to 176 in, what's that, 2015. Then you crash again to $6. They must have something, though. That's the bottom line. There must be something there, and I can see it in this case because I suspect, there's going to be, these drugstores are going to be basically pushing out a lot of shots, right?
Yeah, and I just think it's an avenue of things where that's just, a good business to be in. You come get your meds and you get everything else the store's got for some margins or something like that. This stock, so it's interesting. They split 1 for 20 in April of 2019 if they hadn't split, this would be $1 stock. Just so you know what I mean.
I know.
And I know you know that because it was just at 1,000. Yeah. Back in which is why I pulled up the split history to see. So it was a 20 for 1 banger.
Amazing.
I don't know how I'm just gonna say I don't know how if you're in that board. Credit to them, because how do you game plan to compete with CVS and Walgreens being Rite Aid? I
believe what they still have going for them is that their principal businesses are in New York. In New York, the bottom line, you can find more Rite Aids than you can find Walgreens or anything else. They've been there that long.
So where they have their kind of regional dominance areas that they're fortunate enough to have
Right, and I'm thinking what the market must look at is that they either have some really good leases in their hand, you know what I'm saying, that are very inexpensive. Because that's all I'm saying to myself, okay, is it really a drug company, or do they have great leases in their hand that they could hand off to someone else? You know what I mean? Because in the 80s, folks, okay, I mean, you could get 40-year leases in New York because guess what? No one wanted to go to New York.
Sure, they want to get you in there.
Exactly.
Landlords would kill to have a tenant for 40 years, right?
Oh, my God. Seriously.
That's why they lay it. So just to add to it, the numbers, man, I just pulled it up as we were going to break. They're looking for fiscal year 2021 upward of $24 billion in revenue. So that's quite a number.
So
man.
That's real money, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's why I just want to add it because it's like, and the market was only looking for 23.5. It's amazing how $500 million just comes out. But in these companies, it's just a decimal point. But yeah,
it is. So we'll talk about it when we get back. We get the dollar getting smoked, gold, getting a big bid, silver getting a big bid. You get a lot of ABC structures up inside the gold and silver markets, folks. So stay right there. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up $110. Nasdaq is up 65. S&Ps are up 13.5. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 131. You get the Nasdaq up 78. S&Ps are up 16. So, Tom, if we get over and take a look at a few of these, you're going to see that, of course, the dollar's down 626 ticks.
Yeah.
So if we go to Newmont first, take a look at Newmont. Okay, so that's just approaching the top of a swing point. Let's see. That's going to need 7 million. Well, you get 2.2 million. we'll see whether that can do it. That one's not an ABC up because it came back too far. If we go into, I know, I want to go to Royal Gold because this one has been a dog actually, and it finally caught a bid. Yeah, so this is good. With Royal Gold, folks, what you can actually see is that you can see the buy-in that came in yesterday. See that expansion, and you didn't really get the price. It went up a couple bucks, but I always like it when you see an equity that's going into a swing, and you get a big expansion of volume. Now this thing is going to try to get back inside its range. And, this thing used to be a powerhouse, man. FNV, Franco-Nevada. This is another streamer. Okay, that's got the juice, too. And you can see that basically... Now, look at this one. See how they had any movement yesterday on this? It went, it went up $2. Expansion rise, though. Big number. So AEM, let's see, an Eagle. This probably is going to be an ABC up. Now, this is going to need... Yeah, this is good. This should be able to do it. Okay, so here's your... this is a big one, too. The B point on this, we're going to need 1.6 million shares, but you're already at 400,000. So you get 73. This is a big one, man. 73. Oh, it's a $10 one. I like that. So you're talking about $78, and you're at 73.19 right now. And 78 will get it back inside its much higher range, man.
And you got to pull up Pan American, man, because that was a nice trade you were talking about even yesterday. It's up 10% from where it opened yesterday.
It is.
So that's
it's
pretty awesome.
Funny, man. I have this in the daily too. We were day trading this at the open yesterday, folks. Okay, well, all day, but I was looking, man. There's no more news on it, and this just gapped. This is a very powerful silver stock, though. This company, man, can make money hand over fist. Where do you see these revenues here? This is
I mean, silver's up almost 5% today, so that's news that might hit it.
And so look at the numbers they bring in. I mean, this year they're going to do 1.4 billion. Next year they're going to be 2.2 billion. They've always made good money. So. It is, and there's no news on it, man. So bottom line is that it's a gap and go, man, which is going to be.
The news is they sell silver, and yesterday silver was $25, and today silver's $26.
Exactly, and
it's a big price, man. That's a big one, yeah.
It is.
I was just going to say, jumping around, I know they're talking about it in the den, too. We got natural gas inventories at 10:30, and we got a little volatility for natural gas. I got the contract up there. We're trading at about 270. We're trading at 267 now, so you dropped about 3 to 4 pennies.
Okay.
So what do we got?
They let's see.
They fell 122 billion cubic feet, and looks like that's right at estimate. What's going on? We got some movement on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So they fall.
That's accelerating. Well, it makes sense that it's accelerating. I mean, winter's here, right? They're going to be getting a northeaster up there.
They're getting it right now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you see how Pinellas County got hit yesterday?
I did. A tornado, correct?
Holy cow, folks, okay? Now, we get these warnings, and I ran down and checked the boat, right? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Just because it was supposed to be last night.
Yeah.
But when I got home and saw those pictures, I'm saying it wouldn't have mattered what if you got hit, folks. Now, this only hit a few blocks, but, man, there was nothing left.
Yeah, it was a real deal. I mean, thankfully, we're not out there in Tornado Alley where, that's just craziness and it's a way of life that you got to be so safe. Around here, we do see tornado warnings, but they're usually nothing to that degree. Like you're saying, you want to be on the lookout, but it's not like one of those. Yeah, but yesterday, man, it was destruction, and hopefully those people there, And
that's even the firemen couldn't believe they were interviewing the firemen, folks. And if you saw this destruction, particularly in this one warehouse where there were a lot of people, they couldn't believe that no one was hurt, because what ended up happening, they were just changing shifts.
Wow.
And they said what ended up happening is that no one was at the front of the building. There's no front of the building left.
Amazing.
There's a trailer trucks that are tipped over. There's trucks. It was like crazy.
Mother Nature is something else, man. It is something else when you see it, the force that Mother Nature has behind it, man.
There's no doubt. And Boston Dan saying there's 12 inches of snow already in Boston.
I thought I had seen some updates on social media that they're getting hammered, man. It was supposed to be like 4 to 8, and they upped the ante last night. They're getting a real deal up to a foot right now, yeah.
Come on down and visit us, folks, okay?
That's right.
It's 67 degrees here this morning, and that's chilly for us. There's no doubt. So let's take a look and see. the higher volume equities out here. See what we got inside here. So Apple's been on a tear. That's up another $1. That's at the top. You got American Airlines down 10 cents. Tesla's up $17. That doesn't stop.
I can't wait for tomorrow, man. It should be fun.
Let's go pull up. Oh, okay, hold it. We got to go to XBT first. So Bitcoin, right?
Right.
So Bitcoin, folks. So check this out. This is, now when you do ABC structures up or down, I always want volume. So we don't have volume on this. But like we were talking about yesterday, the price projection on this is 26,500. Just on an A to B basis. Do you know what I mean? You bring it down to the bottom here from, in September it was 9,900. Let's call it 10,000.
Sure.
You get up to this 19,800. Okay, so you got, that would be the first one. Yeah, it'd be, 19,500. So you get 9,500 on top of 16,000. So what's that? It's about 25,000. Let's call it 26,000. So it's going to be wild. And if you, Tommy, have you seen, like not everyone on Wall Street, but there's many big firms on Wall Street. They're out here pumping it like beyond belief. Now, look at this one. This is the best pump I've seen so far. Guggenheim.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have not seen this, so go ahead.
This is a beauty, man. This is a beauty. Now, picture this. This is an inside road, folks, because they just basically stopped putting money into this. Scott Minerd from Guggenheim is saying that a Bitcoin's worth $400,000. 400, yeah. And he's basically, this is his quote. Our fundamental work shows that Bitcoin should be worth $400,000. Minerd told Bloomberg Television on Wednesday it's based on the scarcity and relative valuations such as things of gold as a percentage of GDP. So now Bitcoin actually has a lot of attributes of gold and at the same time has an unusual value in terms of transactions. The bottom line, as you move down here, you're going to see that they just there you
go. 10% of its Go ahead. 10% of its $5.3 billion macro opportunities fund in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust.
Right. That's GBTC. Now, want to see something that's crazy, folks? Now pitch this. This is a professional investor, okay, that is saying, I'm going to go in this trust when this trust right now, okay, this is like the most insane way to ever play the Bitcoin.
Let's talk about it afterwards, because you're right, man. I mean, they got billions of dollars. They can be the facilitator of real Bitcoin without going into this fund and paying, what's it at? Net asset value is $20, and they're paying 30.
Yeah, 53% premium.
Yeah, crazy.
Stay right there, folks. Tom and I come right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins, too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 142. You get the Nasdaq up 75. S&Ps are up 16.5. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, this date is coming closer. Bottom line is that we have our Tiger Dollar sale going on. This is where you can save up to 40%. Well, you get a bonus up to 40%. And the way Tiger Dollars work, they're good for all product at TFNN. They have no expiration date, totally transferable. And this is the way that you get to save money at product at TFNN. So if you have any newsletters right now, totally makes sense to get them. You're going to save some money. If you're getting any in the future, same deal. The way this promotion is set up right now is that you can buy $500 worth of Tiger Dollars. You get a bonus of $100 or 20%. So you get $600. You can buy 1,000 and you get a bonus of $300 or 30%. The max is $1,500. You get $2,100, a $600 bonus of 40%. So we're all traders. You can figure it out, folks. The bottom line. And as I said to Tommy yesterday, what is happening between the Tiger's Den on YouTube and the Tiger's Den on our servers, it's pretty cool that people are basically transferring them now. You know,
that's right. Fully transferable. Get your Tiger Dollars and bring a friend to the next webinar or bring them to that newsletter subscription. Perfect.
Right.
Hey, how about Robinhood? Jumping around a bit, but
this is a mind blower. Yeah.
So we'll go through the quick. The SEC comes. Yep, there's a couple of them, exactly. The SEC charges Robinhood misleading customers about how it makes money. Robinhood agreed to pay $65 million in a civil penalty without admitting or denying the findings. Between 2015 and 2018, late 2018, they made misleading statements and omissions in customer communications, including frequently asked questions about its largest revenue source when describing how it made money, namely payments from trading firms in exchange of Robinhood sending its customers orders for those firms for execution known as payment for order flow. Now, this happens all the time.
Right.
It seems like they just didn't cover their butts well enough.
That's correct. So what that is saying is that when you look at your contract, folks, with the broker-dealer, almost every single one of them have payment for order flow on it.
Yes, okay? Right.
So evidently they didn't. What blew my mind about that, Tom, is that they have $65 million to pay a fine. I mean,
so just to tell you, they also didn't do some price discovery there that I think you're supposed to do.
Yes.
So there were actual actions that were not taking place that probably some of the other bigger brokerages, I'm not sure.
That's even heavier. That's right. Price
that are doing actual. You're supposed to, if you're selling order flow, making sure that your customers are still getting the best available price. In
That's
theory,
correct.
In theory, I add, because if you're selling order flow, there in itself is preventing a true supply and demand equation from being achieved. So they pay $65 million, right? They also had in here, now you had FINRA finding them $1.25 million going back a year ago. Okay.
Yep.
And then you also have the story out there yesterday talking about Massachusetts. They're
Yes.
accusing them of the gamification.
Right.
And I joked with friends, folks, if you don't think day trading is an electronic game, you are doing it wrong, man. It is a game. It's just a game you're playing for money that you can have an advantage in.
Yeah. So I was going to call you last night, right? I saw, so picture, folks, we're quite familiar with Massachusetts. The cool thing about Massachusetts is that they have some of the strongest laws for consumer protection in the country. And particularly their Secretary of State is very tough on broker-dealers, right?
Yeah.
So when I saw that...
Fiduciary type.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. When I saw that, I'm saying to myself, okay, I think one of the biggest problems where people can't make money is that they don't understand we're in the probability business.
Yeah.
You know, and I saw the gamification. I said, well, of course it's a game. What are we talking about here, man?
And there's a separation.
It's the biggest game in the world.
Exactly.
But it's
There's
game.
a separation. Investment in the long term is not a game, folks.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not. You choose good companies. You don't touch the stocks, and they go up over time.
Right.
Options have really taken off.
Yes.
Options are much more of a game than long-term investing with equities in companies where you own a share of that company. With options, you're always dealing with time premium, right? You're either selling it or you're buying it. You're dealing with intrinsic value and premium. One of the comments that caught me from this Bloomberg article talking about the gamification yesterday, though, and this is where it looks like Robinhood just stretched it everywhere. You know, they pushed the limit everywhere and they pushed it too far everywhere. And you should, because I don't know who this person is, okay, but one of them, the focus on the tactics, employs to keep consumers engaged, alleging that it encourages them to use the platform through gamification. Now, we get that, right? But one customer with no investment experience, and this is where you do want these brokerages to make sure that people aren't just losing their entire wealth that have no basis for it. They made 12,700 trades in 6 months. I don't know how you do that, man. And I look at the market 24/7 and trade 24/7.
Wow.
12,700. So I think this is the type of stuff that probably showed up on officials' desks that said, who are these people that might be getting hurt? And this is not what's supposed to be happening. When you're bringing in people with no investment experience and they're trading, I mean, what is that? That's 2,000 times a month?
I'm doing these numbers right now. There's 21 trading days a month. Give me that. So that's only 126 trading days. So 12,000, how many?
It's 100 trades a day then about. There you go.
That's a big number, man.
Yeah, so that's where I think they pushed it. That's where they're supposed to have processes in place to make sure people who with no investment experience aren't trading 100 times a day. And my guess is that person was not making money if they're cherry picked out of here. And you're dealing with a lot of young, unsophisticated investors. We all know the hoops you have to go through, and some of them are too much, man. In terms of you have to check a box and say this to trade an option, or say some of them are too much. But this is too much, I think, on the other side with allowing people to do that. And then you got to factor in, you tie them all together, right? You bring in young people. They're trading all the time. They don't realize that Robinhood's selling all their orders for cash. Right. They're not getting the best executions. I've been on the platform, folks, and it's the first time I tried it. I told you earlier this year, I just want to know what it's about. We do shows, right?
Yeah,
we get questions about
plug share.
I know, it's the rage. They give you one free share, folks, when you sign up. And they gave me a plug share. I was looking at plug yesterday again. It was $28. I think they gave it to me when it was at $3 earlier this year.
Right.
But when I first started going on there, I wanted to see what it was like to make a trade. Same thing. And I found myself pulling up everything I wanted to know on Thinkorswim, and then trying to hit the button on Robinhood because I was so lost and information was not there, and they didn't have a very clear bid offer. They didn't show me the depth of the markets. You know what I mean? It was kind of like bells and whistles for somebody that had no idea of the actual information that's available on a platform like Thinkorswim. They're a sponsor, folks, but they blow them away. And a lot of the other main brokerages, to be fair, blow them away too because it's pretty rudimentary, that platform.
And it's crazy. I don't know how many customers like this they have, but we're having supper, I don't know, 6-7 months ago, right? And guy pulls out his thing. I says, what are you doing? He says, oh, man, I'm trading on Robinhood. Now, this guy is so wealthy, it's unbelievable, okay? And he says, yeah, I just put a couple $100,000 in there. This is just fun for me.
Oh, man.
And I'm wondering how many people are like that. I mean, that was happening. It's like, I know he's still trading. I just saw him last week, man. So, I'm down this much here, this much here. They figure they'll come back. You know?
But no, the one thing they did make it is super simple to open the account, wire in the money. These tech companies, that's what they're good at, man. It's a big deal when you just open up your phone, hit a few buttons, and your money's in there.
Yeah.
As opposed to some of the old brokerages. That's not that easy, right?
Yeah.
So that's their edge. And
Dow Industrial's up 139, Nasdaq's up 71, S&P's up 17.5. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 132. You get the Nasdaq up 63. S&P's up 15.5. And folks, as you do come over to our website at TFNN, right under newsletters, you're going to see Tom's got a great newsletter, folks. Okay, it's Rocket Equities and Options Report. He has long-term trades in there. He has option trades in there. I'm telling you, if you trade options, folks, get over here, try the newsletter. I know he's my son. Bottom line, I'm very proud of him. He is amazing. Okay.
Just a little biased, but I appreciate it.
Well, I know, but you know what, man? The bottom line is that, you played poker for so many years, thousands and thousands of hands. You know the option market upside down. I can see it. I mean, it's day and night, man. I mean,
hey,
which
don't
is
sell
so
me
freaking
short,
cool.
man. It was like 3 million hands of poker online if we're going to get there in the
3 million.
specifics.
I love it. I love it.
No, listen, I appreciate it. We've had a good run to start off the newsletter this year, and we got a trade in FDX. They got their earnings tonight, so we got an option trade there. We sold a cash secured put earlier, kind of tying in options to the long-term equity portfolio, and just kind of going over trades I'm making in my own portfolio, right? Everybody's got, they should have a portion of their investments in long-term equities for retirement and a portion of their investments in some shorter-term equities for a little bit higher risk, higher reward. And that's kind of the attitude I take as I'm putting trades out there and updates for subscribers.
And folks, so it's very easy. You just hit subscribe. You can get this for 1 month for $97. You should go up. Bottom line, $97 for 1 month. You can get it for 6 months for $4.99, which is a savings of $133 at 22%. You can get it for a year for $785, which is save $379. And folks, you can get they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Bottom line is you can go get Tiger dollars, save some money, and you are off to the races.
And I'll give you it as well. Get that gold report, folks, because gold's rocking and rolling right now.
It is. Okay.
There we go.
Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. And that man, Mr. Basil Chapman, riding that wave. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.